Hi, welcome back. I'm thrilled to be back. I know it doesn't seem like I've been away, but I couldn't work for an entire week because today is actually the first day in a full week that Will and I have had power at our house. We live in Middle Tennessee and the ice storms came through and just completely wiped out power in our area. So needless to say, it was a rough week last week. And I know those of you who are living in Texas right now are getting hit also. So I'm gonna leave some links down below for relief efforts because just in the week period that we didn't have power, luckily we had a place to go. I was just like, damn, this sucks. But luckily we were fine. Everything was fine. And now I'm just getting caught up because I'm having a baby in like 3 weeks. I'm supposed to have a baby in 3 weeks. It's like crazy to even say out loud. So I wanted to take things a little bit more on the casual route today and just show you some stuff that I've really been using a lot lately. I don't do favorites videos monthly. Actually last year, I don't even know if I did a favorites video. And I did get several people saying like, oh, maybe do them quarterly, like every 3 months. So I'm just going to chat about some things that I've been using a lot and that I've really been enjoying. There aren't too many. It can be pretty laid back. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, leave it up to me to have the most basic product to start out with. This is the Real Techniques Face and Body Sponge. So it's significantly bigger than their original sponge. I also find that after I've used it for a while, I've had this one for about 3 months now, it gets a little softer. I wish that Flower Beauty would make a jumbo size in their sponge because they have the best face sponge. In my opinion, it's so soft and bouncy. Of course, I love Real Techniques though. So this is one that I had actually owned in the past. And I don't know what happened to it, but I was at Walgreens a few months ago. I saw this and I was like, hey, you know, this looks like a good mom sponge to me, you know, like something that is literally going to cover like the surface area of my face while I'm doing my makeup. And it does. I feel like I get my makeup done a lot quicker with this sponge. And I've just been loving it. I have been using it for like a full face, honey. I'm talking foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush. I've been using it. It even already has like a hole in it because I've been super rough on it. So yeah, Real Techniques Face and Body Sponge, super affordable. And oh my gosh, look, it just covers half my face in no time. So some of you may have been noticing in my past several videos, this is the foundation I've been wearing. And I have had, I wouldn't even say a love-hate relationship with this product in the past several years. It's just that I've wanted it to work so badly and I finally figured out what the problem was. I just never could find my right shade. And I happened to be sent randomly by Armani, kudos to whoever picked my color at the Armani PR team because they freaking nailed it. They got my color perfect and it's the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I also have been using the concealer. Now, I'm not wearing this today because I did have to work on other videos, but I will link the videos down below that I've worn it in recently and also insert a photo, and you will see me using this in upcoming like scheduled videos. But I was sent the shade 3.8 and currently it matches me perfectly. And so I feel like I'm not the only person that has never been able to find their color in this foundation because I saw a friend of mine on Instagram talk about how she had purchased a couple and just she could never find her perfect color. But yeah, I just randomly got this in the mail and it was shade 3.8 and then the concealer is 3.75 and it's like a perfect match for my skin. And honestly, I have been loving it. I remember in college, I tried to wear this foundation. I had a little like mini, and I think it was in the shade 5.5, which was definitely too dark for me. And I just remember it looking patchy at the end of the day. And I think it's just because the shade was too dark for me. So that was always like my one gripe with Armani Luminous Silk. I always thought it just wasn't staying on my skin when I'm pretty sure it was just too dark and it was just kind of looking patchy. It truly looks flawless and I've spent such a long time wondering like, why do people love this foundation so much? Like, I don't get it. now I get it. I don't often rave about concealers because concealers to me are just kind of like an optional thing. I don't wear them daily, but I have to say that the Luminous Silk Concealer wears really nicely by itself. Some days I will just wear this without the foundation, and I think it accommodates the foundation really well. Yes, very splurgy, kind of bougie products happening here, but I wore this combo for my maternity pictures the past month. I have been wearing it in a lot of my Instagram photos, Instagram stories. I know when I posted a photo wearing it in Instagram stories, I got a ton of people asking which foundation I was wearing. So yeah, I finally got it, baby. Finally found the shade and it's working. Okay, so this is kind of an oldie product for me. It's something I have used in the past, and I've been trying to buy it at my Ulta since December, and they've been sold out of it. I don't really know why, but it's the It Cosmetics Brush Bath. Some of you absolutely low-key fry me in the comments about my brushes. Like, I'll get comments being like, how often do you really wash your brushes? And well, to be honest with you, Cindy, I'm 9 months pregnant. I had to relocate my makeup space to my bathroom. I used to have a whole room and set up for it. Now it's for my kid. And it's not happening as frequently as I'd like it to. But also, I have not been able to get my hands on this. They've been sold out of the brush bath. So this is a phenomenal in-between brush cleaner. I mean, I even use it on my sponge, and it just somehow like immediately sucks like all the makeup out of your brush. Super quick. It dries really quick. You could literally use it right before applying your makeup. And for me, it's worth the price. I think it's like in the $18 to $22 range. But it just works so well as a spot cleaner that, I mean, it's kind of worth it, especially when you have like the brush collection that I have. It's so overwhelming, and I think a lot of the times that's why I avoid washing my brushes, because it does take like hour and a half for me to get through all of my brushes. So yeah, I'm glad this is back in my life. And if you have never tried it, they do sell minis at Ulta for like $12, I think. And I would highly suggest trying it out because it's fast, it's efficient, and it gets the job done in between cleanings. Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I have to say, this is probably one of the first kind of Instagram, TikTok viral products that has actually been impressive for me. But this, I don't know, I think a couple months ago went really viral on TikTok. I never saw the original video, I don't think, but it's been sold out a lot of places. And the only reason that I have my hands on it is because somehow I'm on Maybelline's PR list, and they sent me a box around Christmas. You know how around Christmas time, just a bunch of stuff ends up in your vehicle? That's what ended up happening with this Maybelline box. And the mascara had been in there for months, like since the beginning of December, possibly even the end of November. And I had no clue that I had it until I found it under my seat one day, opened the box, and I was like, oh man, this is like that mascara that's sold out everywhere. So yes, I have been using this. I think I found it in January, and I've been using it since. It's a good mascara, really good affordable mascara. I think Amazon, last time I checked, they have like a 10-day shipping period on it. So if you really want to try it, I think, I don't know, every time I go on Amazon, it just says ships within 8 to 10 days. So you might be able to find it there, or just checking your local drugstores. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to be a fan because it has the really skinny wand, which doesn't always work for me. It's flimsy, it's flexible. Like, I don't know if you can see the wand kind of bending back and forth. It's like a really flimsy brush. It's kind of cool. It definitely lengthens. Not a ton of volume with this one, but the length is A+ on it. So the makeup I'm wearing today, you're actually gonna see in a later video, probably mid to late March, where I am testing Trinny London again. I did a brand new Trinny London order last month, and I have been using more of her products. If you remember, I reviewed Trinny last year. It was kind of like a 50-50 thing. But they had the bronzer that I originally wanted back in stock, and so I just ordered it, and I love it. It's the bronzer that I'm wearing today, so I thought, we'll just go ahead and throw this in, a little spoiler alert, but this is the Trinny London Golden Glow bronzer, and it's in the shade, it's Gaia. I don't know if that's Gia or Jaya or Gaia. I don't think I've ever seen that name written out before, so your guess is as good as mine. I'm sure someone will know how to pronounce it. So yeah, this is very reminiscent to me of like my Milk Makeup bronzer, except it's a little bit more on the neutral side, and I just love a good neutral to slightly cool cream bronzer. It just, something with my skin tone, I just find that it flatters my skin tone the best. I did have her other bronzer called Gensta, which was really orange, really warm, and I just, they don't work well with my skin tone. So I was really glad to get my hands on this, and I think it applies so evenly and lovely, and most days I've just been wearing it by itself without a blush. So yeah, the Trinny London Golden Glow bronzer. And if you aren't familiar with Trinny London, basically it's a very convenient stackable cosmetic brand. I will link my original review down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, I have been loving this one. This was not a product I was expecting to like as much as I do, or even use as much as I've been using, but it's actually the Auric Glow Lust, and I don't know what it is about this formula, but I think it's such a good hybrid between a very glowy primer and an actual foundation. Like when you put it on, it almost looks like foundation on the skin. And I think that's one reason it slightly has been one-upping the Hollywood Flawless Filter for me as far as a primer goes, because the Hollywood Flawless Filter is just very, very, very intense and high shine. I'm wearing it as my highlighter today, and it's great in that arena, but I don't think it provides the like foundation-like look that the Auric does. So I have been using this almost every single day underneath my makeup, and I think it looks beautiful underneath my MAC face and body. If you missed my tutorial recently where I did no brush, it was a no brush makeup tutorial, I used this and then MAC face and body. And so many of you all were like, wow, I really like that combo. Yes, it's been looking great. So yeah, I have the shade Selenite if you want to see this in action. I did review Auric a couple videos back, and yeah, this is gonna last me forever too. I mean, this is a huge bottle and it's gonna last forever, but this is not something I was expecting to use or like as much as I do, and I've been using it like every day since I got it. Okay, those were the products that I have been enjoying. I told you this would be pretty brief. I don't like to slam a lot of products together. Those are truly the things that I've been using daily and that I've been enjoying. So I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and you'll see a couple of up-to-date videos from me for the next couple weeks. March 8th will start the beginning of my maternity leave schedule. So March 8th through April 26th, all those videos are pre-filmed. I'm excited for you to see them. I've got a lot that I think you'll enjoy. And then if you don't follow me on Instagram, you better follow me there, because that's where I do baby updates. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.